The End of Cancel Culture by me, Brock Underberg. The history. Cancel culture is not a new thing, contrary to popular belief, but rather has roots in historical practices. Society has historically punished people who break social standards or commit crimes by putting them in social exclusion. That being said, cancel culture has spread like wildfire due to the internet and social media. History again. Cancel culture doesn't exist because it has always existed, in whispers and smear campaigns to censor the outspoken and the bold. McCarthyism. One of the newer signs of cancel culture would be McCarthyism. It was a brief history. Senator John McCarthy would accuse powerful figures claiming that they were communists to get rid of them, or anyone he didn't like, really. Why? People must be free to voice their thoughts. In a democracy, the First Amendment is one of the most important things, and if you can't say what you think, even if what you want to say is horrible, then you're not in a free speech democracy. Issues. A key issue with cancel culture is a complete and utter disregard for due process. It is guilty until proven innocent with cancel culture. Look at Johnny Depp or others. But in the court of public opinion, charges are frequently accepted as incontrovertible proof, resulting in immediate and harsh consequences. This leads to firings, loss of jobs, loss of livelihoods. Anti-diversity. Academic and intellectual diversity, both of which are essential for encouraging creativity and critical thinking, are threatened by cancel culture. Self-censor. Artists, public figures, famous people all self-censor now due to the fear of saying something that can rub someone the wrong way. And society loses out on new ideas and insightful observations. The bad. Although cancel culture seeks to make people and organizations accountable, it frequently blocks chances for real accountability and healing because of its punitive nature. There are other strategies. Constructive criticism and constructive change and discussion, just talking with someone, can help take away the need for canceling. The support. The primary argument for it is that it takes away misogyny, racism, and discrimination and gives the people who are marginalized a voice. But as we'll look, that's not always the case. The mob mentality of it. Mob mentality is when one person wants to get rid of something and then another one, and they just keep grouping up like a snowball. Canceling someone because of a prior mistake can keep them from developing, learning, and making restitution for their misdeeds. It can foster a culture of fear and self-censorship in which people are unwilling to voice their views. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, a famous figure who has spoken out against cancel culture, has received criticism for her remarks on transgender problems. Rowling has claimed that cancel culture suppresses free speech and intellectual debate. She has highlighted worries that impact on online shaming harassment on people's mental health. Iggy Azalea, a famous rapper, came out about a fellow rapper named T.I. committing acts of sexual misconduct and was called a racist and was said she was culturally appropriating. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, well, he's a famous golfer, I'm sure most of you know. Well, it was claimed that he was a sex addict due to the things that he was cheating on his wife and such. But if he is a sex addict, that's no one's business. It has nothing to do with golf and shouldn't affect his career. I can see how it could influence him as a celebrity, but people are sitting here saying that he's less of an athlete and less of a golfer because of it. But as an athlete, it really does not matter what he does outside of the thing. Is he great? He's great. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser is a huge person now, but he was blacklisted and canceled due to calling out abuse in Hollywood. Now making a comeback due to more people coming out and confirming his statements, but for a time, Brendan was kicked to the curb and blacklisted and basically told he couldn't have it work anymore. Rachel Nicholas. Rachel Nicholas, a female sports reporter on a great run on ESPN, was spied on by a camera being left, saying that ESPN's policy for minority representation should not supersede her contractual obligated work or reporting for the NBA Finals. She did not say anything bad about her replacement, Mariah Taylor, though. That's where a lot of people are getting confused. Nothing like that was said. She was just saying that just because they want to be diverse doesn't mean that she shouldn't get that job and that she shouldn't work it. The conclusion. In conclusion, canceling culture harms essential concepts like free speech. I can understand, like, if someone says or does something horrible, then yes, they should be put through it and they should have to repay. But just telling them and taking away their voice entirely is where problems come into play, and you're no better than them at that point. It just destroys everything without our Constitution, and it gets rid of the idea of democracy. I think that it just, like, if we can't have debates, then that's when civil wars happen and such. Like, if we can't talk about each other's side without agreeing, then that's when bad things happen. But I would like to, after all of these, I would say that if we keep cancel culture, we're going to fail as a country. But if we get rid of it and we decide that we can debate and have a lively conversation, then I think that we will grow more as a society and as a people than we ever did before. So that's everything, and I thank you. Goodbye.